I'm not an art guy, so I don't look, it's a painting. Like the Mona Lisa don't do that for me, man. First of all, it's a dude, so it's a dude. I mean, what are we talking about? Am I wrong?
No, you talking about the Mona Lisa?
Is the Mona Lisa and it a dude?
No.
The Mona Lisa is a dude. John, am I tripping? I'm tripping. Yes. No, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Bench. Of course, I'm DeMarcus. As you can see, I got a special guest with me today. My boy Ty. He's still out. Wishing him well. He'll be back here soon. I know y'all been online wishing and hoping and praying he comes back soon. He'll be back soon, so don't worry about that. So to my left, I got a special guest. I've known this gentleman for a long time, and also too, y'all know in the last, I would say 2 episodes ago, I made an announcement about we had a sponsor of the pod. Me and John are very proud to say that it's our first sponsor as well. So to my left is Murray Marderosian.
How you doing? Thank you for having me on this show.
Man, I appreciate it, Murray. Thank you for coming on. So what we're going to do, Murray, of course, we want to talk about, your journey in sports. I know you've played sports.
Yes,
so
sir.
We want to start there first, and then we're going to lead the people into knowing, what your platform is, what it actually does, and how it's a benefit to them. And then that's pretty much it, man. Then, of course, at the end, I got a topic I want to throw by, run at you to see what you think. Because I know you tell me all the time. Look, John, he calls me every episode. It says, DeMarcus, let me on there. I got a hot take for you. So I'm going to let you have your hot take moment, and then that's how we're going to end the show.
Okay, great.
All right, so first off, Murray, tell the people, a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your journey in sports, and then we'll go right into, what you actually do, with the platform you have.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you again. I'm 57, and I moved from Canada here. I'm a dual citizen with United States and in Canada. I was in the American Air Force and just kind of stayed in the Florida area after getting out. And I've done various things, different businesses and things like that. My background in sports, I played lacrosse at a high level, had scholarships at Syracuse, Cornell. Played basketball. Calvin Murphy taught me how to play when I was younger. Little short stuff, and not to offend anybody out there, but I was the only white guy in Niagara University there, and he used to practice near my grandfather's house, and he'd say, "Hey, short stuff, come on over here." And all the black kids used to be mad because I'd be the only little runt of the clan, and he'd teach me everything. So I was kind of lucky to play basketball there, and some fighting along the way here and there. And moved here, played semi-pro beach volleyball and table tennis. Not to brag, I'm not like that, but I just played a multiple array of sports, and I enjoyed the competition.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. So play a lot of poker. I like that competition. It's just you against whoever, and you keep going forward with that.
Okay.
So,
yeah, because I know, me and you met in the car business,
Yes, sir.
First back in 2013. So we've known each other over 10 years now. And even me and you have had our competitive moments. And anybody watching, y'all, if y'all know Murray, y'all know how competitive he is. Even at 50-some years old, he don't care. If you say he can't do something, he gonna prove you wrong.
That's correct.
So now that we've talked a little bit about your journey in sports, so as everybody can see, you got your nice, 3/4, zip
Yes, sir.
shirt on. So tell people exactly about your platform. What is Play Sports Pools?
Okay. PlaySportsPools.com is the website there, and it's been something that I've thought about for years.
Yeah.
And I've been working on it now for about 2 years. We went live a few weeks ago. We still are tweaking some things and have some things on the website that are still being developed. Hundreds of thousands of dollars later, we're still moving forward. It's a lot of money and a lot of coding. So I have a really good team of coders that I work with. So basically, I thought about the gambling industry, and I was like, okay, well, just competitive nature to gamble on sports, whether it's basketball, football, whatever. And I said, okay, the house always has a major advantage. And I said, how can we design something that, the players have an equal playing field to do stuff that they're going to do anyways.
Yeah.
So I came up with an array of different pools that basically gives any user a level playing field to win a pool. And I've just from whatever sport it is, we're going to have it. We have a lot of new different types of pools, from pick-em pools to survivor pools to there's going to be head-to-head pools, so you don't have to have a ton of players. If you want to play somebody for whatever amount of money, you can do that. We basically are going to have over 40 different types of pools in all sports. So if you like MMA or bare knuckle fighting, football, basketball,
that bare knuckle stuff, man, it's becoming very popular, man.
It is.
I've been watching on YouTube. I was telling John about this. I was like, man, can you believe like bare knuckle fighting is like as popular as it is? Like it's really growing rapid.
It is, and I think it's gonna eventually, if it's marketed properly. I know there's some local people here that do it. They're very popular. I think it's gonna be as big as the UFC.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. And at some point, I think there's gonna be some buyout type of thing or merging, but I think that's going to be a huge thing because some of the fighters, it seems like your lifespan in MMA is a short lifespan, and so they make a certain amount of money. You've got a few select that really make a lot of money, but you're seeing like the tail end of people's careers where they're starting to go into bare knuckle fighting and they still could be a champion. And I mean, and it doesn't matter what sport it is, that competitiveness comes out, and if fighting's your sport, fighting's your sport. So if you look at a person wrong, they're probably going to swing at you, right? So it's just one of those things. And so we're going to cover every sport that there is that's popular, and we're going to give the consumer a fair chance to win whatever amount of money is in that pool and stuff. And everything that I've designed has been designed with pure transparency. And what I mean by that is there is absolutely no way whatsoever that anyone can cheat. Not even me, and I'm the owner. So I'm telling you that. If my mother has passed away, but if she came out and asked to put an entry in, I'd say, no, Mom, it's closed. I can't even help it. But you,
that's true.
I don't know how to emphasize that.
And I think everybody, who's a sport, watcher, played the sport, or know anything about sports, like you say, betting and gambling is a part of it.
Yes, sir.
That's why there's so many different websites out to this day that are doing it, and a lot of people are engaged in it. So you coming along and doing what you're doing, like saying, being fully transparent and actually being more for the players that are actually playing in the pools, that's going to be different.
Yes, sir.
So what I want to do, so let's walk the people through your website.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah, just one. Let me reiterate something though that I didn't mention, and I'll probably mention it a couple times because it's something I'm very proud of. So you have, if you look at a lot of gambling sites, you have all these huge deposit bonuses and stuff. And most people, you're never going to attain those bonuses. It's just really a BS commercial, really, and I hate it. So what I've came up with, and it took me a while, and I said, how can I kind of share where everybody could possibly make a lot of money? And so I came up with an exclusive referral system, the first in the industry. And what I do is, for as long as a player is an active player, which means all of our pools are $10 for one entry. Okay, so as long as a player is an active player for a calendar week, if they refer 1 or 100 people or whatever it is, any of their referees, if they win or share a pool or pools, the referrer gets 5% of that referees prize pool, which is huge. So I don't want to give too much away, but we're in some negotiations with some big people right now, and I have some people that think that they can put like thousands of people on the website. They're looking at the website right now as more things are being developed, and they like what we're doing. So for example, if somebody said they could put 20,000 people on the website. Well, obviously, if you multiply 20,000 times 10, that would be 200,000. So you can see where if you're referring people and one of your referees wins a pool and that pool's $200,000, you're going to make $10,000 for just a referral. Well, that's real money that, possibly could enhance somebody's life. And I'm trying to give back to everybody if they understand what I've devised and came up with. So I hope that really takes off, and I think it's going to really take off in the future.
Well, especially I know you giving me myself a referral code, so anybody I give it to and they happen to win, just like anybody, like I say, I hope that you win the money if you have a chance to, but also just be mindful, like, hey, what kind of good can I do with this money? Don't just keep it all for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you still want to give back, especially like what I do with my youth basketball, my training, the coaching that I do. That, you know, that's a great avenue to pass that down to. You know, if you have a church that you're involved with, you want to give back to your church, that's a perfect opportunity for that too as well. Or like you just talked about earlier off camera, if you want to have this as a secondary income to help yourself, you know, for vacations or, you know, anything like that, taking care of your family, then that's always a good thing too as well.
I've given the avenue. I always have used this line with you before. Remember, I said, "Are you the conductor of the train, or are you the caboose?"
Yeah.
Right. And the conductor can take that train wherever it wants to go.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you a train here to take this train wherever you want it to go.
Absolutely.
Okay. So whether you refer one, I can't tell you how much anyone's going to refer, but
Yeah.
I hope people can actually go out and refer some people.
Yeah.
But that is right there, 100% transparent, and
Yeah.
your referrals are actually tracked both on the back end. I get to look at it, and as a user, you get to see your referrals on the front end.
So like if John gets on, I can see what John's doing.
No, what I'm saying is if you, okay, so you have your own exclusive referral code,
Yep.
anyone that you refer. So if John comes under you, well, actually, I think you said that correct here. So if John then comes under your referral code, you'll actually see if he's active that week and know that, you know, he's in some pools or he's not playing or whatever. So say, for example, you had a bad week of handicapping. I've been there. We all sometimes can't handicap worth a, you know what. And, but one of your referrals is having a good week. You can actually, as we point out some stuff, you'll actually be able to see and track what they're doing and go, hey, man, he's got a shot to win the pool. And you may be getting some money on the same time for somebody else. So it's kind of like you get some sweat equity from referring people, which is the first in the industry. Okay? At least I think it's a first in the industry, which is really awesome, at least where I think I've designed something that just, I hope is going to really take off.
Yeah, absolutely.
So but we can walk through from a whole process to see how simplified it is. There are some things that are still being built out on the website right now because we literally just launched a few weeks ago, and we're getting ready to move over to our own dedicated servers. So sometimes the developers have a little issue here and there. So it's usually something minor, but as we transition to the servers and all the other measures that we have to do, a whole bunch of things are going to be occurring here in the next 3 to 5 days. But so
so we're on this will be the home page for everybody that's watching, and so Murray, walk us through it. So as you can see up here at the top, we got the home, about us, how to play, pools, rules, and conditions. Of course, your referrals.
Yes, sir.
Your questions, and then you got your apparel coming soon, and then where you can contact everybody at. Let me go back to the home page.
Yeah. So when you go to the home page, if you so as a new person here, you've already registered, okay? So if you were a new person and using DeMarcus's referral code, okay, you can actually, even if you don't even like to socialize with people, you can actually, we have a way that you can put like people's emails in there, and it automatically generates a nice professional email to your friends. So if you want to try to sign them up that way, you can. If you don't want to talk to them in person, show them whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so if they register, you know, you just click on register and follow all the information that you have to fill out. We do not, let me emphasize this, do not sell anyone's information, nor will ever put anyone's real name anywhere. So on our social platforms, if you win something, we always have a congratulatory email, and we would just say user, whatever user name is, has won XYZ pool. So never your real name gets put out anywhere. If you want to do that, you can. It doesn't matter to me, but we don't do anything like that. So we just say username, and we hope that people, you know, if you win something or have good things to say about the website, you know, hopefully you share everything on any of the other social media platforms that you're involved with.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let me log in here real quick and kind of walk people through. So this is your login process right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in real quick. All right, and then so here's my account.
Yes, sir.
All right. So then now we want to go back to the home screen.
You can.
So if
you can go to the home screen here. So when you sign in, okay, you automatically have a pop-up window. So you can see DeMarcus has his own specific referral code. So he can click invite, and that could take it to where he could send an email to whoever he wants to send to. Or if he knows that that's there, he can close that window. Okay. And then, so if you have money already in your account, which you could check your account, and I know he does, so you would just go to the pools area in the drop-down menu.
Okay, so right here, pool. Yep.
Yes, sir. And it says open pools and results. So we're going to click on open pools, and that tells the consumer what pools we have right now. So right now we have 3 live active pools. We have an NFL, college football, and a hockey. It's preseason, and we're doing some testing to make sure that the hockey pools are working correctly. So, for example, we're going to click on, if you notice there's a timer on there, and that clock is universal. So I don't care where a consumer is, that clock will adjust, and everything is coded to Central Time. So if somebody's in Munich, Germany, it's going to change to wherever they are and tells them how much time's left before that pool actually closes. So if they want to play the NFL pool on Saturday, or Sunday, excuse me, so you would click on the NFL pool.
Yep.
And all of our pools have no spreads. It's just straight up picking. Okay, so just pick the winner. You don't have to worry about how much a spread is or anything like that. Just a straight up pick.
I'm trying to click on it.
Should click it right in the middle. Is it the Wi-Fi?
No, it's just
anywhere in there it should work.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So if you look up into, I'm going to have to point out. So if you look up into the banner area there, all right, so we have an area there that constantly is perpetual in the amount of how much the estimated prize pool is. So every time somebody comes in and puts an entry in and it's paid for, that money changes. And that'll actually increase throughout the week, okay? And eventually, my goal is to have these pools into over $1 million. So, you know, if you are a referral and your referee wins, that's $50,000 in your pocket. So, you know, you have to be patient because we just launched, so it's going to take us a little bit to start getting the pools up, but they'll start increasing very soon. So we have it designed where all you do, you can pick whichever teams and try to pick correctly here. Don't just pick them. It would actually highlight.
Okay, there you go.
So if you notice, there's a box in the middle of where the matches are. Okay, so the developers and I have designed this where instead of some people will put more than a $10 entry in. They may want to put in $40 or $80, okay? So sometimes you have some tough matchups and you're like, man, I don't know who the hell's going to win this game, right? So we have it set up where you can just click box on that match. So instead of putting 2 separate entries in or more, it automatically calculates it for you. And so as we get into something down the road, you'll see it's a 1-line entry on the master spreadsheet instead of multiple single entries. So it's much more convenient. You just go click, 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 and your entry's in. So I'm just going to give you a couple, maybe a minute or two to figure out. Y'all did see who DeMarcus is going to pick live here. Don't laugh too hard at him. But,
I mean, it's kind of no brainers, you know. Got to go with my Detroit Lions. My boy E said he wanted to know what you think about the Lions right now, man.
I think they're good. I like them. They can score.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. Here. And then I'm going to go here, and here.
Yep, and so if you scroll up to the top, it'll say pay ticket. Now, once you click pay ticket, that's it. There is no refunds, nothing. This is in.
And so I go back.
You can just,
hit play ticket. I'm good with that.
There in.
You go.
Okay, so now that you have an entry in for this Sunday, okay, so we're just going to kind of fast forward now. So that's the gist of the whole pools in this sense of these pick 'em pools. That's how fast and easy it was to navigate to put an entry in. Okay. So now we're going to fast forward and say that Sunday at 12 o'clock when this pool would close. Okay. We're going to just pretend that the pool's closed on Sunday, and we're going to go to the results area now. Okay.
Go back up here. Go to results.
Yep. So what we're going to do when we go to the results area, we're going to do like last week's NFL pool and pretend it's this week's, if that makes sense, if y'all can follow with me here.
Okay.
All right. So up here where it says here, we're going to go back on the drop down and go back to 7 days.
Okay.
Okay. And then click submit. So this shows some of the prior pools, and scroll down to the prior NFL one.
Right here at the bottom.
And then it'll say download spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's where the transparency comes into play. So immediately, as soon as the pool closes, this gets produced, and it shows every single user immediately what you've chosen and who you are or whatever. You may know some of the users, you may not. I don't know. Yeah. Obviously, if you referred somebody, you see them playing, you would know who it is.
Yeah.
So all the green and red that you see, you would not see that when the pool closed, because this is already a closed pool and it already had the results inputted. So then the website calculates everything. It's just waiting for me to put the results in, and then once the results are in, it tabs everything and says, okay, here you go. These are the winners, and it extracts who the winners are, how many out of whatever games, matches, what they had, and everything's posted right there. And that's where the 100% transparency comes through. It's really neat because everything is instant. So nobody is ever going to say that somebody can cheat, because I'm telling you, I'm the owner.
So you're giving people access to see what's going on
100%
in the pool.
If you want to export this to a file, double check it. So obviously there was only 15, 16 entries, whatever it was, but we're going to grow here real quick. All right. So people are kind of going to be able to get in on the ground floor. So it doesn't matter which pool it is or whatever. So that transparency is across the board on everything.
Absolutely.
So, you can't. We have an NFL Survivor pool going on right now, but you can't, because you weren't involved with it originally. You could only see some results, but if you were one of the original,
you can see all.
entries,
you can see everything.
You should really see how that works, because there's a timer. It closes out stuff, all kinds of stuff. It's really neat how that was designed. But so we'll have that. We'll have that for hockey coming up. So
y'all gonna do NBA? Okay.
Yeah.
The NBA.
Yeah. So you'll have just like that. It'll be NBA once again. Won't be any spreads. Just straight up pick them and whatever the card is that I put out.
This is good. I mean, good timing too for you too to be launching like you're doing, because we're getting into that peak of the year where like everything is going on. You got the baseball playoffs. You got hockey starting back up, NBA starting back up, NFL getting going, college football going, and then eventually you come back around. You have all the other sports, tennis,
college basketball
back around. Yeah, so you'll have you'll have so much going on. That's going to make more and more people generate, opportunities for games too. For real,
soccer is going to be humongous.
Especially once the World Cup comes back around and all that too.
We actually have a pool that's getting designed right now in soccer that's a little bit different. That's going to be, I think it's going to be kick butt. Really is. As far as moving forward with so that's the majority of the website right there. Eventually you'll see it when you click on open pools. There's probably going to be 6, 8, 10 different open pools. We're going to have head-to-head matches. We're going to have pools where, like, I put in like prop type of bets in the pool. So like say, Josh Allen this week, will he throw more than 300.5 yards over or under on it, and you pick which way you think he's going to have, a running backs comparison, things like that. So you'll see all these different things coming up, and then it's just a matter of clicking into them and say, hey, that's something I'm interested in. I like that. The reason, if anybody out there wonders, I don't want any fantasy stuff, because you can't. It's tough to beat fantasy football. Like I said, you have too many bots out there, and the professionals are cheating. I know people like it, but I don't want anything to do with it, because I already know the inside of it. And I don't want any of that on this website. I want as level playing field as I could design for the consumer, and that's what I'm going to stick to, and that's my integrity of it. Depositing is very simple. If you go to your account up top right there, you can click on, once that window opens up, you can click on the cashier on the bottom there. And then you can click on deposits. And so we have multiple ways. So the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, you can click on any of those. If you just follow the instructions verbatim, everything works perfect. We're finishing up the cryptocurrency area with the different types of cryptocurrencies that we'll accept. That should be done. There's a whole bunch of things that are going to be completed over the next 3 to 5 days and loaded up into the website. But all of those 5 out of the 6 deposit functions right now are working 100% foolproof. So,
perfect.
You know, if there's something in there that I'm missing that wouldn't cover how to send some money from PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, MoneyGram, Walmart,
you pretty much got,
yeah.
The only one I don't see you have is Zelle, but I mean, you know, you pretty much have all the most popular ones.
Yeah. So.
You know.
Withdrawals are quick. Soon as you win a pool and I import the results, it generates a congratulatory email to the user and tells you that your account's been credited with XYZ amount of money. And at any time that you want your money, just tell me how you want it. And as soon as I get the email,
I see too. You can do player to player transfer too.
Yes, sir. So sometimes somebody be in a jam and may not be able, or they may be low on funds. And they're like, "Hey, DeMarcus, send me $10. I got to put an entry in." So you can just, their screen name and just quickly click on it. How much you're going to send them, as long as you got the money in your account, and it'll be over to their account instantly. So that's a really neat function to have. All your transactions are tracked. Everything's there, like just right in front of your eyes. If you just would navigate through the website, which is real simple, you can kind of see some things that I just showed. Now it's debited or credited. Other than that, that's the whole website right now. And I don't want to give I don't want to give a few other ideas out because it's like, I have some things in my mind that nobody's done yet. But the future vision with the new pools and stuff. So I'm always been a person with strong integrity in anything that I do. You've known me well enough. I'm a straightforward person. So I can't put it contractually out there. But one of the reasons why I came up with this referral system was my long-term goal. I'm 57, be 58 at the end of this month. So the day comes when I retire and hopefully I have enough money and everything. My long-term goal is maybe somebody comes along and offers me, ungodly amounts of money. So one of the two things that I would ask, whoever is, are you going to keep my referral system in play or are you going to X them out of the picture? And depending on what they say will be my answer. So if they say we're going to leave the referral system in play, I wouldn't do anything. But if they do say, hey, we want to change that because that's more money in our pocket, then I'm going to take 5 or 10% of whatever they pay me. And then I'm going to take all the people who are on this website and percentage-wise, whatever you've done, you may have a flame lit up your butt and you may go sign up 1,000 people or somebody signs up 10. But whatever that percentage is, because I can track everything, if they ever were to do that, and this is way down the road, I would cut out each one of the people who have helped build this website out, whatever that percentage is, and say, hey, I can't do anything because that's where we're at. But at least I can say that you're going to get that much money, whatever it is. So that's my word.
Pay it back to them for all the work they've put in to help you build it.
Like you still can do whatever on the website, but that's, maybe years down the road, and maybe I'll never sell it. I don't know. I don't really know right now. So, but that's it. And I'm glad that, you guys are doing what you're doing. I get to watch this show and crack up all the time on this show, and I'm like, all right, that's it. I got to get on this show.
Man. I tell John, man, he follows all of our platforms. I follow. I mean, I'm getting notifications all the time from so many different people, man. And you're one of our biggest fans, and I appreciate what you do. That's why when you say you want to sponsor the pod, I was all for it because, like I say, I've known you for a long time, and I know you're a very determined person. So, and then seeing how well you've done in the short period of time you've been doing it, I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the future. So I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So for everybody that's watching that might be having this one question, what's your vision, when it comes to not just, what you've built so far, but what's your vision for, sport betting and everything that you believe you can bring to the table? So talk to people about your vision moving forward.
I think the future is coming super fast when it comes to different types of sports betting. You're seeing it constantly from all these different things you see on TV and stuff. This is something unique because, and I'll go back to giving back to the people. Okay, like you have the opportunity. So I'm basically allowing anybody, in a sense, to run a business within a business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's what I meant by a referral system. I can't tell you who's going to win a pool or whatever. That just comes down to the sometimes some luck, sometimes some money, whatever it is. But you still have that same chance like anybody else. The only difference is, you know, if I put in 10 entries and you put in one, I got a better chance to win the pool. But that's it. Yeah. So my future of it is, you know, whatever the users feel they want to see, you know, because I'm all ears at all times, I'm willing to develop it if I think it's something good for whatever our users want. So I know that I've covered most of the spectrum and everything that I would like to do for the consumer. And then on top of it, like I said, this referral system is just phenomenal for the consumer. If they really understand it and work the system, you could make some serious money as the website grows. You know, not just passive income, maybe a little income, but you may be able to make some income where you're like, holy moly, I didn't win, but I mean, I just made some money because
so even when you don't win, you still win. And that's very rare for this, you know, this genre to hear an actual, you know, platform that's putting out a win if you don't win type of thing. So
and when you're dealing with these other platforms, you know, and I'm not knocking them, don't get me wrong, they're successful, way more successful than I am right now. But the point is, they're there to really take the consumer's money. You don't have any way whatsoever of getting money from them. And so all these pools are designed to play against each other. Okay. When you are doing these other things, you're not playing against each other. And that's the difference in all of these pools. When you play against, you know, it's like if you arm wrestled somebody, you're arm wrestling them. You're not arm wrestling 20 other people, you know. So this is all, like I said, transparent, and that's what's unique about the website and stuff. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. As far as anything I wanted to, you know, to some of your viewers out there, I was going to give away some free entries if they would register. Please use DeMarcus's.
Let me go back to my account, man, so they can see. They can see my.
He'll have some links for y'all to follow that link. It's important.
So they can see it. Once again, there it is. There's my referral code. So if anybody's watching, you want to, you know, get in, make sure you put this referral code in. That way, also too as well, I can know that you're in there. Murray can know that you're in there, and then, like I said, get yourself going and start playing on his website. I think what you got going on, Murray, I think it's going to be, from what I can tell, and anybody that's watching, it's definitely different from what anybody else is offering out there in the market. So I'm excited, and I've always believed that, just like with my podcast, and me and John and Ty, we talk about this all the time. There's a lot of podcasts out there that does what we do, but, you know, we try to be unique and just being who we are and knowing that what we bring to the table is different from everybody else. So same thing with you. The marketplace is full, but at the same time, there's still a piece of the pie, and there's room in the room for you. And I think what you're building right now is definitely going to be innovative.
Yeah, thank you. And like when you guys started, you know, I mean, I'm sure there was times you just wanted to pull your hair out. I probably pulled already mine out with my baldness already.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna cut y'all real quick. So we talk about this all the time, Murray. If you looked at, and a lot of people, you know, everybody's been following us from the beginning, know what we're talking about. But for our new viewers, our new followers, our new, you know, everybody to the pod, if y'all would have saw that first episode when the banner falls down live on camera, and John was, and the first thing he asked me, he said, "DeMarcus, you want to keep that?" I'm like, absolutely. Not because I was embarrassed of what happened. I'm glad that happened, because now when people see the podcast here versus when we started, you see growth. And I think, like you everybody's going to be coming in on the raw end of your beginnings.
Right.
So now once they see your growth and where you came from, it just makes them believe in what you're doing even more. So that's why I think for us in our podcast, people are seeing us at our baby stage, and as we continue to grow the platform, they're definitely going to be following us even more.
Yeah, and you know, I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to choke my development team or throw some computers out the window, because things, you know, just when you think people don't understand, like when they look at this, they see a finished product.
Yeah.
When you see a finished product, and I've tested it 30 times, and just when you think, and then you load some new software in that you've designed, and then it screws up everything again, and you're just like, I swear, you guys, I don't even know how I've kept my patience, but I mean.
And John will tell you too, like, you know, in the beginning, I was very like, let's go. And he even had to slow me down like, DeMarcus, hold on now. Let's clean this up. Let's get this right. Let's get the lighting right. Let's get the mics right. As we continue to develop the podcast and develop our, what we're doing, then people will start appreciating and start coming back even more and watch it. And like I said, we've been very successful with what we've done so far. We've had a couple of videos go viral on social media, so I'm happy about that. And then, like I say, everybody that's come on, that's blessed us to be on our podcast, has definitely helped push the needle a little bit more. So you being on too as well is going to definitely help us.
And that's awesome because, like I said, I know when you start from nothing, everybody, some people doubt you, they laugh at you, whatever it is. I don't care. I just got blinders on because I'm like, I know my vision and what I want to do, just like you did. Now look at y'all. You got a lot of people viewing your podcast and everything, and that's great. We started. I'm like, I think the first week there was like 2 or 3 entries, and now there's some more. But more and more, I'm like, oh Lordy, I got hundreds of thousands of dollars tied up in stuff, and I don't see it, and I ain't gonna see money for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's crazy. Like we talked about off camera before we started. The beauty of what you're doing and what we do is not so much about the money. It's about, like I said, the vision that you have, and then what the future can be from what you're doing. Yeah. And that's the goal, is to start some, and then as you develop it, more people gain interest, start to appreciate it, start to participate in it, and from there, then you'll start seeing some actual earnings from it. So I also wanted to talk about a little bit. So I know you do have you got a little bit of apparel.
Yes, sir.
So you got your nice little shirt here with the logo on the back.
Yeah, PSP, PlaySportsPools.com. That's the logo.
Okay. So when it came to the logo, what did you come up with that, or did you have somebody develop it on your own?
One of my guys, I just said nope. He would design stuff, and I said I want something with PSP. Okay. That says PlaySportsPools.com. Okay. And that was it, and it was simple. If you can pick, you can play. Okay. And then I liked the cube PSP looking thing, and it was just it. When he finally sent it to me, I said, "That's it. That's it. Period." And I said, "Let's go." Yeah. That's what I wanted, and I like it. I think it's
it looks good, man. I think the t-shirts, they're all comfortable. You did give me a hoodie. I thought the hoodie was amazing, real comfortable. And that's the beauty of apparel. Cause me and John talked about this on our last episode. We're about to tap into our apparel line, which I know everybody's excited to start seeing our stuff come out, so people really recognize, when we're out and about, what we're doing. And then of course the new logo, John did it. So, we're still, like I say, in the development stage, just like you. So we understand more than anybody what that's like. But like I say, so far what you have apparel-wise is amazing. Yeah. I can't wait to see more and more of the stuff that you bring out, because I know you got plenty of ideas when it comes to that.
That we do. Just excuse me. One more thing. So as over the next couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, we'll actually implement where we have a referral contest each month. Okay. So whoever refers the most active people will be like, maybe first place is $100, second place $50, third place $25, fourth and fifth a hat or a shirt. Okay. So that's what I meant by some things are being developed right now on top of the other referral money you can make. So, I mean, I'm trying to spoon feed people making some money. And
absolutely.
The damn, with the economy in the world right now, we got to make money. We just got to grind, period. I don't care who you are, what situation you're in. Yeah. I've been wealthy and poor, and I just keep going. You cannot sit back, and you got to have blinders on and look forward, no matter what it is. No excuses, just keep going, and that's what we got to do in life, know. And I'm trying to get to a point where we enjoy sports without the political stuff that's behind it, where you can just sit down for a few hours and enjoy some sports. So, absolutely. Yeah, if you have any other questions towards me, I'm not sure. I said I was going to give you all some free entries if you registered, and give whoever out there. I don't know how you want to do that.
So how I want to do, I want to we'll do 3 questions if they can answer, and then of course if you answer the question, just comment down below. And then what I'll do is, of course, I'll give a Murray, and we'll get you, tapped in once we get the actual results in. So first question that I want to pose to everybody out there, when it comes to off the bench, first question I have is, what is our most viral video that we've posted so far on our actual Facebook page? Comment down below, let us know. Second question for Murray. This is going straight to you, okay? When it comes to your Buffalo Bills, how can I pose this for you? Let's do this. When it comes to the Buffalo Bills, what year? Well, that's not gonna work because you just throw the Super Bowl at me. What do you think? I'll say this, and y'all can either agree or disagree. Will the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl this year?
I think it's too early for anybody to put a tag on the Super Bowl. I think if you took every team right now and everybody was 100% healthy across the board, I believe that you'd see the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
With Buffalo winning a close game and a super physical game. Not because I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, but they're more balanced this year. They're not having to rely on Allen as much because they can run the ball this year.
Okay.
Their defense is healthy. Well, they just lost White, which is a bad injury for the year. But their defense has a ton of depth.
Okay.
I do believe they just played the next best team in the AFC. I know a lot of people think Kansas City is, but I don't believe Kansas City is.
Okay.
I think they're the third best in the AFC. I like all the teams, don't get me wrong, but it comes down to who's the healthiest.
Yeah.
In the NFC, I believe San Francisco is the most physical, well-rounded team. With probably Dallas. I hope this doesn't hurt anybody signing up on the website. But, probably Philadelphia and a team that you mentioned earlier. I don't think there's anyone that really wants to play Detroit. Only for the simple fact.
I hope you watch it. He giving you props.
Okay. In this today candy ass NFL. All right, you have to score in the NFL, and so when you look at who's the most balanced on offense and defense, the two teams that I see. Are the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
Defensive-wise, Dallas right behind them because they can put some heat on you.
Yeah.
But I'm not sold on their offense. But in today's, if you hiccup at all, it's just like in life. We all go through some hiccups. But if you hiccup and play a team like Detroit, they can score and they can beat you and knock you out. I don't think they can win the Super Bowl this year, but they're going in the right direction. They seem to like to play for that coach. Some of these other teams, between the idiot coaches and the decisions that they make sometimes, I don't know. I don't even understand how they get paid, some of them. But they do get paid, and then when they get fired, somehow they keep resurfacing and get rehired somewhere when they're boneheads. I mean, I'm watching guys go for fourth downs on their own 20-something yard line with a couple minutes left in the game, and then somehow they don't make it, and then somehow still win the game to save their job. And I'm sorry, I'd have to fire them there.
I gotcha.
Buffalo's had, I think they had the best team when they blew the Kansas City thing a couple years ago. Last year they were just too banged up. So I just threw that year out the door. But even though they are my team, I'm a realist. I don't think every year like a Dallas Cowboy fan, like we're winning the Super Bowl. This year, though, right now, they are probably the best well-rounded team in the NFL. Are they beatable? Sure, obviously. But, as far as right now, but you still got, got 18 weeks.
Yeah. So
still
got a long
you got to go through. You got to be super
season.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Got to stay healthy. Got to be really lucky and gel right at the right time. That's kind of the winning combination.
Yeah.
So it's I wouldn't say anyone right now because it's just too long of a season. Today's era, you have most of these great teams are the better echelon, upper tier teams. You lose 1 to 3 players and you're a crap team. So that's how close the parity is. You can see it if you do any other sports betting when the professional odds makers are making most of these lines 1.5 to 3.5 points. Well, that tells you right there it's a toss-up type of game, and so that's telling you the parity in the NFL is amazing. Second to how hockey is, because you just see hockey all the time. It ain't like your sport. Sorry, I hate that damn sport. The way these players play now. The NBA, sorry, folks, but I can't handle a team that's up by 20, 30 points, and then the other team in the fourth quarter beats them by 20 points. I mean, I know I'm exaggerating, but how many times do you see it, And I just can't understand it. If you can whip a team's ass that bad, just whip them, man. Just get it over with. Get these scrubs off the court, and then let's go,
I got you. Hey, and that's why I see that's the hot take stuff that I'm glad you brought in here. So one last question I have for everybody watching. To get you an opportunity to win some free play is, I know if you've been watching from the beginning, y'all have seen the episode about the Mona Lisa. I need somebody to tell me down below if the Mona Lisa is it a man or a woman. Tell me if it's a man or a woman. If you guess right, then of course you win. But Murray, before we get out of here, man, tell the people where they can find you at on social media.
Yeah, all the platforms right now. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
If you can like and share us. We may change a couple of those here in the future because that's right now hasn't been as much as a priority because we've just launched and we're trying to finish up some other things. But that's going to all in the next few weeks is really going to.
And it's all Play Sports Pools.
PlaySportsPools.com. PSP PlaySportsPools.com.
Okay.
You know, just we need the likes and shares and people registering and coming on board and at least give us a shot. I'm willing, like I said, to give out some free entries there, and that's my hard-earned money. And for some people, whatever you guys are going to be doing on your platform, that's great. And then once again, refer. I'm trying to tell y'all, the more money's in the pools, the more people can make. Whether you win the pool by playing the pool or refer people by them winning the pool. So I don't know what else to explain. And just like I said, it's a train for anyone to take off if they want it.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Also, too, as always, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Murray, thank you for being on today's episode. And make sure you like, follow, subscribe, share, post, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about today's episode. And as always, we'll be sure to implement, all of your suggestions onto the next episode. But as always, thank y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Until next episode, peace.
Peace.